Hello, I'm Liesl from Langmaster Learning System. Today, let's practice listening with me through short stories. Please pay attention. And now, let's begin. It's story time with me, Liesl, and Langmaster Learning System. Our first story today is called Lily's Diary. Today, Lily and her mother cleaned the whole house. Lily will do the first and second floor, whereas her mother will clean the corridor and the terrace. Lily rolls up her sleeves and holds a broom in her hand. She starts by sweeping the floor. When she sweeps near the old bookshelf standing in the corner of her room, a notebook covered with dust falls on the ground. Oh! My old diary. I have been searching for you for weeks, Lily says. She is extremely happy as she finally found it. This diary is important to her as her dad brought it back for her from one of his business trips. Our next story is called Christmas. Robert was the only child who ever saw Santa Claus. It was on a Christmas Eve when he was 8. He stayed up all night just to see Santa Claus come down a small chimney to visit his house. After midnight, Santa Claus finally dropped by. Santa was quite surprised when he bumped into Robert while dropping off the gift. But Santa smiled his big, jolly smile and told Robert not to say a word about this. Robert nodded his head and went to sleep so that in the morning he could open his lovely gift. New Spring Hospital. Sean was a worker. Unlike everyone else, he often visited a hospital called New Spring after work. None of his family members were there, but he still went because he wanted to assist the poor, lonely, and elderly patients in New Spring Hospital. He would buy them some new clothes or anything else they needed. Sean thought it was his own way to enjoy life by helping other people as best as he can. Grandpa. Today was Alex's birthday. She asked her grandpa to buy her a gift from the toy shop next to her house. Her grandpa agreed and took her to that shop. Alex was very excited. She immediately entered the shop. Inside the shop were hundreds of lovely teddy bears, jewelry, and many, many other things. What she loved the most was a tiny sheep made of wool. She told her grandpa. He smiled and bought her that lovely sheep. Happiness flooded her. She thanked her grandpa and gave him a hug. The theory of everything. Have you ever heard about the theory of everything? Well, it's a movie about the life of Stephen Hawking, a very famous theoretical physicist. When he was young, he got a very dangerous disease, which made him unable to walk, and eventually unable to do much at all. These changes to his body made him desperately upset at first, but he soon realized that staying pessimistic would not help him solve anything. So he stayed motivated and optimistic and lived with the disease for 55 years. Despite the challenges he faced, he had many great achievements in his life.
Well, that's all for today. Do you guys love this learning method? Please share with me and let me know. And like, share, and subscribe to our channel and tell me what you want to learn next. Goodbye.